Nittany Lions, their first lead of the afternoon, that thanks to the Tech Fall victory from Mark Hall. Now at 184, it's Mason Reinhardt. 7th ranked Shakur Rasheed. And more fast action out here on the mat, Travis. I mean, we have seen just a terrific tool here. Shaq now with the takedown. He gets the 2-point advantage.
Yeah, really a treat here, and not something you see too often from the people wrestling Penn State. Try to play a little more defensive, but both teams, Wisconsin and Penn State, have had wrestlers come out aggressive, and I think that's a testament to both these coaches, both these tremendous coaches coming into this match.
And after this, we've still got 2 really good bouts on tap. Bo Bresky, Bo Nickel at 197, and then at heavyweight, one of the matches that we highlighted. It'll be Trent Hilger and Anthony Kassar.
See Shaq trying to pull him back in, but Reinhardt able to work out the circle. See Rasheed on top there. He's a little bit longer guy, able to control on top a little more, spread Reinhardt out a bit. Definitely makes it difficult.
Reinhardt so far this season 1-4 against ranked opponents. He's coming off a big win though, a 2-1 upset victory over Nick Gravina.
And Rasheed almost had the cradle in there, was working the crossface. Hear the oohs and the ahs from the crowd. Cradle machine Rasheed was last year.
I was gonna say, if there's one thing he's known for, it's that cradle. Still trying to set it up, but Reinhardt on Friday tied at 1. Gravina needed injury time, so with 4 seconds left, Reinhardt on the restart chose down and escaped as time expired for the big W.
Reinhardt, a pretty tough wrestler here. You see, tough on bottom, but Rasheed almost has that cradle in, but again, not let him set it.
Stall warning there comes on Mason Reinhardt. For Shakur Rasheed, battled his way to the starting knot at 197 last year. An All-American finish at NCAAs in 7th place. He was battling it out for that spot with Anthony Kassar, who's now the heavyweight for the Nittany Lions. Now Shaq at 184. Says it's the most comfortable he's felt while he's been wrestling. We saw him earlier in his career at 165. He said he could barely stand after a match. And at 197, he just couldn't quite get up to that weight. 184 is optimal for Shaq.
And Bo Nickel being able to put on the weight really helped him move up a bit. And Reinhardt, a tough wrestler in his own right, taking on Taylor Venz earlier in the year with a tough 6-5 loss. Just faced some good competition this year.
And another stall here with 5 seconds left in the first period. Gives Rasheed the 3-0 lead. Chris Bono now a question for our officials here. Standing at the middle of the scorer's table.
Take a look at it here. Kind of in a scramble that we've seen so many times. Rasheed getting control there. See what Bono is talking about. Looks like he had clear control there.
And it might be locked hands that he's looking for, because that's all I can kind of take out of that conversation. And now a warning on the Wisconsin bench and Chris Bono.
Didn't see the locked hands. We were looking at it on the scramble there, but certainly could have been something he was talking about. Again, Coach Bono been very active on the bench, in his corner there for Wisconsin.
That's the only thing I picked out of that conversation. He made that motion for a second. Shaq escapes. It's 4-0. He leads.
Certainly need to fight for any advantage they can get in these next few matches. So Bono going to bat for his wrestler. A little bit of standstill here in the center. Both guys looking for an opening here. Heavy on the ties here. See what Rasheed does. Mason Reinhardt pretty even in his stance, hasn't left himself open one way or the other. For a shot here, got the underhook for Rasheed. See what he can do with that. See if he can try to get some leverage, work a trip in. Looks to be one of those matches where it's going to be a slight miscue one way or the other for a wrestler. Is going to help out, get some points on the offense for the other.
At 20 seconds left here in the second period. Shakur Rasheed, the 4-0 lead. Starting out with a takedown. Then a point off of a stall call on Reinhardt, and then an escape to start out this second.
Another match here where Penn State would really like some bonus points. Stretch things out.
Neutral, the decision here from Mason Reinhardt. He's trailing 4-0, final period.
Well, I certainly wouldn't want to be on bottom with Rasheed on top, and Rasheed hasn't been extra aggressive in the neutral position. Certainly can see the strategy there. Try to get 2 points on the takedown, a little bit easier than getting the reversal. Got to look for Rasheed, a little more action here. Does have that riding time advantage, making it 5-0, but you'd like to see the major decision at the least here from Rasheed. Was hunting early for that cradle and hasn't been able to get back to that position since.
Yeah, he came out flying, and since that first takedown, really settled into this.
Tried to get a trip in there, stepped over and behind Reinhardt, but Reinhardt able to scoot his leg out. And Reinhardt as well needs to start moving here as well with about a minute left.
4-0 the lead for Rasheed, but riding time locked in, so make it a 5-0 lead. About 50 seconds left to wrestle, rather 40 seconds left to wrestle here in the third period.
Rasheed going in for the double leg there, but Reinhardt good sprawl there, and Reinhardt not a ton of offense with 30 seconds left. See him start to push here. Going the single leg. He's in deep on it. He's got to keep working his way around. Rasheed doesn't have a hold of that ankle anymore, but does have the leg locked up in the back.
Doesn't have much time, though. Nearing 10 seconds left to wrestle here in the third.
See if you can try to pick him up.
A stalemate called, so they'll return neutral. And potentially dangerous is the call on the looking out for the knee of Shakur Rasheed. Wisconsin bench didn't like it.
The knee was twisting a little bit down, but I mean, I've certainly seen it wait a little bit longer to get called that call before. A little bit interesting there from the officials.
It'll be a 5-0 win for Shakur Rasheed with 2:39 of riding time. Penn State extending the lead here, 17-13.